Welcome to the Naperville Hurling Club Spring Outdoor Hurling League. This is week 3 and game 3, so this is the 9th game of the season. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Solemn Oath Brewery. We have 3 teams, Team Lou, Team City Water, and Team Snaggletooth Bandana. Those are all named after some of the fine brews at Solemn Oath. This match is Snaggletooth versus City Water, and our referee for this match is Kevin Pearson. And here we go. This is Kevin McDonald up against Stingray in the throw-in. And the game is underway. Kevin and Ray are fighting for that ball. Brett Johnson came running in, and Kevin McDonald came down with a chop called straight away by Kevin. Kevin doesn't want to lose control of this game, so he's gonna call this one a little bit tight. That free goes to Snaggletooth. So Brett Johnson is going to take this free. A free is a lift with the stick and then a strike without bringing the ball in your hands. And Brett here is going to try and score with this free. Takes the shot, and that is a point for Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth is on the board. City Water 0-0, Snaggletooth 0-1. That was a point for Brett Johnson. Puck out goes to PEADAR. Hurley up. Looks like the puck out was too quick. Kevin is going to call that back. The referee is going to call that back for another puck out. We've been having some trouble with the quick puck outs, and people are supposed to clear the box. That space between the goal and the 21-yard line should be clear before the puck out. So Kevin is trying to enforce that rule and get people more disciplined about it. Puck out's coming from Steve Hansen. And we are underway. The wind, again, is at the back. Right now it's blowing from south to north. So that is at Snaggletooth or City Water's back right now. Kevin McDonald takes the shot and puts that up. Kurt Weicker knocked it down, came back out again though popped out back out to Kevin McDonald, and he scooped it up and scored that point. It is now City Water 0-1, Snaggletooth 0-1. It's 1-1. And here we go with the puck out from Kurt Weicker. That puck out is going to space. Oh, PEADAR got there just before Stingray. Stingray was there for that ball. PEADAR kind of did a quick spin hit, and that ball is wide for PEADAR. And here we go again. Kurt with the puck out. Looks like he took a big swing with that one. He was looking for Tom Hennigan, but Brian Delaney got there first. But then it was not picked up, and then now Ray is hitting that over. And that is Jesse, who's being guarded by Ryan O'Malley. Then Brett picks it up, sends it over to Stingray. Ray under pressure from PEADAR. A guy had that knocked down. PEADAR from his knees gets that up. Sends it over to Kevin McDonald from his knees. Kevin then was blocked down by Doc Martin. And now it's a scrum in the middle. And that looks like Brett's coming away with the ball. He's sending a forward pass up to Jesse and Boyle, Zachary Boyle, with, it looks like that's Peter Simon, I think, harassing Jesse with the puck. Now Kevin McDonald and Jesse, they're tangled up together. The referee blows the whistle. There was no foul there. The two teammates were the two players were just tangled up. So Kevin's going to do a throw-in to restart play. That ball goes by both of them and is picked up by Brett Johnson. Brett is looking for a pass, passes it to Zachary Boyle, but Peter Simon is right there. Zachary knocks over Peter, but it doesn't look like there's a call. So that is now picked up by Brad DeForest, who sends it over to PEADAR Hurley. PEADAR Hurley with his quick, almost patented quick-fire shot. He sent it way up in the air, up towards Tom Roach. Tom and John Heron are fighting for the ball, and neither one's getting it. Now Ryan O'Malley stepping in, and he has got his hands on the ball. Sends a nice little pass. Oh, a little bit behind Kevin McDonald. That was a well-planned pass, but not a good execution on that one. And Kevin tried to do a tap, lost control, but somehow came back with the ball and takes a swing from his right, which is his strong side. And that went wide past the net Actually, it looks like it was knocked out of bounds, went off of one of the defenders, not a bounce. So this is going to be a 65 to City Water. Score still City Water 0-1 to Snaggletooth 0-1. And I think we have I see Kevin over there with his hands on his knees. He's already been putting a lot of effort in. This is his second game of the day, and Snaggletooth's second game of the day. So it's really pretty, but very windy, and there are a lot of people really doing a lot of work out there. So some tiredness. Okay, the ball comes in, and it is blocked down by Brett Johnson. That looks like Stingray over there got it, and then sent a forward pass back to Brett. Brett is going to put the ball up. That I think was a shot. We're going to call that a wide on Brett Johnson. Puck out from Steve Hansen. Steve is looking. Oh, it's a low ball in. He's looking for Ryan O'Malley. Ryan, he was going to take the shot. He saw PEADAR was open. Nice pass. PEADAR with another nice pass back with the pressure from Doc Martin and trying to cover two people there. I don't know why he doesn't have help, but Martin there was trying to cover both PEADAR and Ryan O'Malley. And O'Malley took the shot and scored the point. It is now City Water 0-2 to 0-1 Snaggletooth. That puck out was picked up by Kevin McDonald, and that is a wide ball from Kevin McDonald. Okay, so now Kurt's going to try and get this to one of his teammates. He puts it up, and it goes to Zachary Boyle. Zachary's having a hard time getting the ball up in his hands. He does get it up and then sends it over to Stingray. Stingray takes a quick shot. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but it ended up going right to Tom Hennigan, and I think and right over his head. So then Brian Delaney came away with the ball, and Brian Delaney, with the pressure from Tom Hennigan, he kind of nicked that and did not go where he wanted. It went out of bounds. This is going to be a sideline cut to Snaggletooth. Tom takes a quick sideline. That was a really good pull, but it does not go to one of his teammates. It goes to Brad DeForest. Brad sending that up all the way toward Tom Roach. It was really close between Tom and John Heron, but some good stick work sent that ball back in. Ryan O'Malley, another great pass. That one was not handled, though, well by Tom Roach. This is really good stuff. I'm seeing there's really good play there from Ryan O'Malley. That could have probably been a push in the back, but it was not called. Ball's all over the place. Doc Martin is covering Kevin McDonald. Kevin's created some space. He's very good at that. And he puts the ball in, but it was blocked down by Kurt Weicker, but then out again. And the cleanup comes in from, I believe that was Tom Roach with the cleanup goal. So well done. It is now 1-2 to 0-1 with City Water in the lead, 5-1. The puck out came out toward Ray and Aubrey. Aubrey gave it a little tap back to Ray. Ray gave it a big swing with it in the wind in his face, so it did not make it far enough. It was picked up by Delaney, and then that is a foul by Kent Polson. Kent feels bad, but that was a pretty aggressive trip foul, and the referee is going to give a yellow card to Kent Polson for that foul. So this is going to be a free. Again, this is a lifting and shooting without taking it in your hand to Snaggletooth, and Brett Johnson is going to take this. Brett's pretty deadly, and this is a pretty close shot, so I fully expect that he's going to make this point shot. I don't know what's happening here. We're looking at Jason. And now we're back onto the game. And here we go. Brett lifts the ball. Takes his shot. That was a low point shot. I don't know if he was almost looking for the top of the net, but that is a point for Snaggletooth. Now City Water 1-2 to 0-2 Snaggletooth. That is a score of 5-2. The first one in these scores is worth 3 points each. So this is actually 3 plus 2 for City Water. And that's how we get to the 5. Nice pull by Stingray over there, and he sends it forward. Jesse and Brad DeForest fighting for the ball. Brad got control. It was a really nice pass to PEADAR. PEADAR sent it forward again. Now it's Tom Roach and John and Brett all fighting for the ball, and that is a chop on John Heron. So this is going to be a free the other way to City Water. Now this foul took place outside the box, so it's an aggressive foul, but it's outside the box. So this is just a standard free. Tom Roach is going to take, no, it looks like PEADAR. Nope, Tom Roach. I'm not sure who's taking this one. Tom's taking it. puts it up and over the bar for another point for City Water. So it is now 1-3 to 0-2, which is 6-2 in favor of City Water. Kurt's looking for his target. Now, where he's going to put this one, I see Chris Wheaton in the back there covering Tim Callahan. That was a very nice pickup. Oh, great pass from Brett Johnson up to Zach Boyle. Zachary he's got the ball in his hand twice. If he brings it back in, that's it. That's the third touch. That's a foul. If you go back and replay that, you will see he caught the ball, then he put it on his hurl. Back in his hand was his second control back onto the hurl, and then when he brought it back off the hurl into his hand the third time, that's a travel. Patter Hurley's going to take this free for the penalty, and that is that one came in, and Kurt jumped up and was able to stop that ball. It was a great stop, and he saves it again. 2 saves by Kurt Weichert. Ball is now out. City Water. This is Tim Callahan. He's got it, and he hit that with an overhand shot, but it went off of John Heron and out of bounds. So now City Water gets another shot from the 65 for another free. It looks like Patter's going to take this one. We're over 11 minutes into this period. Patter with a really high shot. I don't know if he's trying to drop that in or get it over the bar, but it ends up being a wide. So that was a miss by Patter Hurley. Kurt Weichert's looking for somebody to hit it to. Finds a target, sends it up right to Jesse Neeson. Oh, what a perfect pass, perfect catch. She sends it forward to Zachary Boyle. Zachary ends up down. Peter Simon with the this is such good play. So he missed that first one, which is okay, but he got his own missed shot and then did a nice little hand pass to Brad Forrest, and then Brad, with the wind at his back, put it out of bounds over the line. So now Kurt Weichert bringing the ball back in, sends it over to Jesse Neeson. Jesse looking for Brett in the middle. This looks like trouble. Brett's got it, and he was hooked by either Patter or Brad Forrest. I'm not sure which one, but he was hooked, and then Patter ended up with it and sent pass over to Kent, and then Kent forward trying to get it to Kevin McDonald, but then it was lost. And I kind of lost track there, but it ended up being out of bounds on City Water, and so it's a puck out now to Snaggletooth. Steve Hansen looking for a target. Now he can, with the wind at his back, this man can hit the ball forever, and he does hit it forever. Hits it over everybody, the Snaggletooth players and his own players, and out of bounds over the end line. So this is going to be a puck in, or a puck out from Snaggletooth. Kurt looking for a target. He sends it. It gets by 2 players, ends up in Brett Johnson's hands. Brett is looking to send it forward to Tom Hennigan, but oh, wow, this is good. So it's Brett Johnson and Peter Simon and Brad DeForest all on Hennigan. He gets it forward to Zachary Boyle. Ray is trying to lift that ball, but he couldn't quite get it into his hands, and now he's got pressure from Kevin McDonald. Now Doc Martin's in there as well, and Brad DeForest. Everybody's just kicking around, just kind of a scrum, and the ball pops loose, which is always the goal, is to get it out of the scrums before you lift it. Brian Delaney ended up with that in his hands, but he ended up getting called for a throw from himself to Patter. It was a close call. Referee was right there in front of it, and he calls the throw. So this is going to be a free back to Snaggletooth. Brett Johnson again is going to take this shot. This should be an easy one for Brett to put over the bar. Brett lifts it, takes the shot, sends it way into the cricket pitch, and it is now 1-3 to 0-3. It is a 3-point game with City Water ahead of Snaggletooth by 3 points. Steve Hansen is looking for a target, puts another big strike in, and it gets up to over his targeted Tom Roach and to John Heron. John under pressure from Tom Roach, and he ends up sending that forward to Brett. Nice pass. Now Brett drops it in. He's looking for Tom Hennigan, but Peter Simon is all over the place back there and really giving Tom Hennigan a hard time. Still nobody has control of this ball. Now Tom with a little spin move, he takes it and he takes a shot, and that is blocked by Steve Hansen. I think that maybe Kent Polson was in there too on that block. And now Jesse And that it came out. I don't know who struck that ball. It went over to Brian Delaney. Brian Delaney takes a shot long, and he puts it over. Point for Brian Delaney is 1-4 to 0-3 City Water. City Water is now up by 4. That was a great shot from well beyond the half line by Brian Delaney. Kurt Weicker puts it up. He was looking for Doc Martin, but he kind of went into a 2-on-1 situation. Ended up that Brad DeForest got it. Brad pops it over with an underhand pass to Ryan O'Malley. And O'Malley put that up with very little pressure on himself, put that over the bar. So that's another point for O'Malley today. Scores City Water 1-5 to Snaggletooth 0-3. So it is now 8-3 with a 5-point advantage. Short puck comes out to Stingray. Stingray sends it up to Doc Martin. Doc pulls it up. Oh, he didn't quite get that up straight enough. Pushed it out in front of himself. He pushes Brad DeForest down from the back, gives him a pat for an apology, and this is going to be a free for City Water right from this location. It looks like Brad DeForest is going to take this. Brad lifts it, gives it a good whack, and it goes off to the right. It was right towards, I think that was supposed to be a point shot, but it went over towards Tom Roach, and now Tom it was 3-on-1. Tom's got covered by 3 people. Now there's another City Water person in there, but Brett Johnson comes in. He is not going to have any part of this, and he decided to take control there, and that is the end of the half. That was a scoring opportunity there, but City Water did not take advantage, and so the at halftime it is City Water 1-5, which is a score of 8, to Snaggletooth 0-3, a score of 3. Now at the start of the second half, we have Kevin Pearson throwing the ball into Brett Johnson and Kevin McDonald, and neither one of those guys got the ball. I see PEADAR and Stingray fighting for it. It's still loose. Brett Johnson comes away with the ball. Now the wind is at Snaggletooth's back for this half. Goes into Tom. Tom takes a swing and kind of mishits that. Goes straight to Steve Hansen. Steve Hansen with the big puck out now into the wind, and that ball is up towards this Tom Roach, and that is a foul called by the referee on Tom Roach for steps. So Tom got a good head of steam in there, but he had too many steps in there. Remember, you're limited to 4 steps, and if you carry the ball for more than 4 steps, then that is a traveling violation, as is anything more than 2 controls of the ball in one possession. So. Okay, so this is a foul and a free out. Stingray is going to take this one. He takes a big swing, and it goes about halfway, goes right into Brad DeForest's hands. Brad puts it down low. He's looking for Ryan O'Malley. Ryan O'Malley comes away with the ball. Nice little juke out and then in move on Doc Martin. But he does not get all that ball, and it is picked off, it looked like, by John Heron. John Heron over to Aubrey Sermon, and then over, I don't know who that was, but it went back out, and it was a long ball in, but picked off by Steve Hansen. Now this is Brad DeForest coming in. Oh, Aubrey Sermon almost got him on the hook. PEADAR sends it in hard, and it goes out of bounds. That shot was left, but it went out of bounds on the Snaggletooth team. So this will be a 65-yard free to City Water against the wind. Now let's see who they're going to have take this shot. It appears that Kevin McDonald has the ball, and he's moving with purpose. So I assume, that Kevin McDonald's going to take this shot. Now normally this would be an easy shot, but with the wind in his back, this could be a little bit tough. We're going to see what he can do here. Kevin lifts it. Takes a big swing, and that ball is wide. That is no good. Wide for Kevin McDonald. All right, so Kurt Weicker looking for his target. He puts it out, and he hits it short to Brett Johnson. Brett makes a little move and takes a long shot, and oh my gosh, from way back in the corner, Brett Johnson puts one over the bar. Snaggletooth now has it's now 1-5 to 0-4. That is a score of 8-4 with City Water up by 4, and all 4 of those points belong to Brett Johnson at this point. So Brett is having a good day. That puck came out, and John Heron has come away with it. He's looking for his target up front. He sends it towards Tom Hennigan, but it ends up in Brian Delaney's hands, I'm sorry, and then over to Kent Polson. Kent Polson sends it forward, but right to John Heron. Sorry, John Heron with a big puck, and the wind at his back. It goes towards Jesse, but over Jesse's head. Kind of was hit down at first by Peter Simon, but then after he hit it down, then Jesse got it back up, took her shot, and that ball was wide to the right. Steve Hansen now looking for his puck out. He's looking for a target. Low puck. Ooh, and that one was hit by Kevin McDonald, but it bounced up and was picked up by Tim Callahan. Tim was blocked down, it looks like, by Chris Wheaton twice, and then he scooped it up, sent it back to Kevin McDonald. Now Kevin's being chased by Doc Martin, takes his running swing, and that's a tough shot, but he normally would make that one, but he did not make it on this occasion. Another wide for Kevin McDonald. Nobody got to that ball quickly, and so Kevin was able to scoop in and get it. He gets another shot. It looked like he might have been hooked by Doc Martin, but the ball went dribbling in, picked up by John Heron. John Heron sends it forward. And that is a goal. Oh my gosh, that long shot somehow dribbled past Steve Hansen into the goal. That's a goal for John Heron, and now it is a 1-point game. City Water 1-5 to Snaggletooth 1-4 with that goal by John Heron. Steve Hansen, a little bit shocked. He's looking for a target. He sends it over. It goes, went right by PEADAR Hurling and up also by Brett Johnson. They had a lot of heat on that ball. Kevin McDonald and I don't know who else had that there. Looks like it might have been Ryan O'Malley. And Kevin comes away with the ball after it was kind of loose for a little bit. He sends it over to PEADAR. PEADAR takes the shot, and they come right back with another point. Point for PEADAR Hurling, and is now City Water 1-6 to Snaggletooth 1-4. Kurt Weichert with the wind at his back with that puck out, and it goes up by Zachary Boyle, but ends up that Brad DeForest comes away. He's had it, then he dropped it. Now he's got it back in his hand again, under pressure from Tom Hannigan. Brad goes to his right, and he's looking for a passing opportunity. He finds nice pass to Ryan O'Malley. Ryan O'Malley under pressure from Brett Johnson. It does not get a hold of that ball. It dribbles forward and is originally fought for between John Heron and Tom Roach, and then Kevin McDonald got it and ran off to the left, and there is some sort of a stoppage of play here. It is a free to City Water, although I do not know what for. So I'd have to go back and look at that one. But it is a foul against Snaggletooth and a free to City Water. And Kevin McDonald takes that and he puts another one over. So in quick response to that goal, City Water comes back with 2 points. It is now 1-7 to 1-4, and City Water is back up by 3 after Snaggletooth closed it to just 1. That puck out goes to Zachary Boyle, and Zachary had a little bit of room, and he made the right decision, took that swing, but he missed the target, so it went wide, and now Steve Hansen is putting it out. Steve's been putting these balls in hard and low instead of high. I think that might be partly because of the wind. It was kind of not contained there. Couple back and forths. Then PEADAR Hurling ended up with it and hit that forward. And originally it was blocked down by Kurt, but then it was followed up, and I think that was a goal by, I don't know who that was a goal by. I think that might have been Tom Roach. It was either Tom or Kevin McDonald. But anyway, that is another goal for City Water. Puck out goes to Aubrey Sermon. Aubrey has a chance to get it, but Kevin McDonald steps in and puts a block down on her. He's now moving to his left and sends it forward over to PEADAR Hurling. PEADAR is a really good passer. He sends it forward now, and I think Ray anticipated that. Ray stepped in front of the ball, but Tim Callahan came away with it and sent it forward. It is stopped by Kurt Weichert. Kurt and now that's Tim Callahan are fighting for the ball. There's it looks like Chris Wheaton may have stepped back into goal to cover Kurt while he was out. Ends up in O'Malley's hands, and O'Malley takes a shot and gets another point for City Waters. Now it's 2-8, which is 14 to 1-4 of 7. So, and then on the puck out, Kurt misses his target and it goes out of bounds past Brett Johnson. It's going to be a sideline cut in for City Water. So it went from a 1-point game to a 7-point game. Now Kent just missed this ball. If you miss it entirely on a sideline cut, you get to take another shot. If you touch it, though, you cannot touch it again. So that goes to PEADAR. PEADAR passes to Kevin McDonald. Kevin McDonald crosses over looking for Brian Delaney. Brian now has it up and in his possession. It takes a weak side swing, sends it over, blocked down by John Heron. And there is a scrum. Nobody has control of this ball right now, and it is out of bounds. It is out of bounds, and it looks like it's just going to be, no, it was out of bounds on the defense, so it's going to be a 65. No, I'm sorry. Taking it back again. Holy moly. That was just too fast to even see what happened, but somehow Brett Johnson wound up with it over there and put up the shot, and it's over the bar, putting another point into his column. And now the puck out from Steve Hansen, hooked by John Heron. That was Tom Roach with the ball, hooked by, and then he takes a shot. That was blocked by Chris Wheaton and picked up by Kurt Weichert. Kurt Weichert sends it forward, knocked down by Brett Johnson. Brett is going to get there before Patter. Kevin McDonald and Patter converge on and trip Brett Johnson, and that is going to be a free to Snaggletooth. So this has been the refereeing has been a little bit tighter than in the previous games. But this is an action-packed game and a lot of pressure, a lot of good defense, a lot of good passing, just lots and lots of good things to see here for the Naperville Hurling Club. Brett Johnson's going to take this free. Score is 14-8. And he put that into the goal from almost the half line. He's free, goes past the defenders and past the goalie and into the goal. Brett Johnson. Now it is 2-5 to 2-8. It's a 3-point game again. This is a back and forth exercise. City Water's been able to maintain the lead, but Snaggletooth is not giving up. They have Doc Martin and K-Mac fighting for the ball, and Kevin McDonald comes away with it, sends it over, but it's picked up by Stingray. Stingray takes a shot, it comes in, goes to Tom Hennigan. The ball is scrumming around in front, and on his way down, Tom Hennigan gives that ball a swipe with his stick, and it goes to the back of the net, and they all tumble in a pile. That looked like Hennigan kind of fell into and knocked Steve Hansen back. Steve Hansen hit his head on the post. So that was an ugly play, but there is no foul in that. Hopefully everybody's okay. Steve's up. Hennigan's got his helmet off. We're going to take just a quick second and make sure everybody's okay. Dan Lauder, the physical therapist, jumps in there and he's checking on people, making sure that they're all okay. And we are going to be able to play on. So that with that goal, it is now a tie game. It is 2-8, which is 6 plus 8 is 14, to 3-5, which is 9 plus 5 is 14. And we have gone to an evened up match. What a game this is. It has just been so competitive and back and forth. Snaggletooth keep looking like they're going to give up the ghost, and then they just come storming back with these scores. And we are at a tie game and ready to start this off again after the injury stoppage. All right, Steve Hansen bringing in the ball. He puts this one up high, and it drops in just over Tom Roach and John Heron. Tom Roach is going to get this ball. He's looking for a pass, hits it over to Brian Delaney. Brian Delaney takes a shot and straight over the bar. So this is the thing. The City Water, when they get these scores, they charge right back, and that's a point for Delaney. Now it is City Water up by 1. Kurt Weichert with the puck out. It goes up and is knocked down by Peter Simon, and then picked up by Zachary Boyle. Zachary Boyle passes it in, but it's intercepted by Kent Polson. Kent Polson sends it across. It is missed by Brett Johnson. Picked up by Patter Hurley, who sends it back to Brian Delaney. And then Brian Delaney loses it under pressure from Zachary Boyle. Now it is a scrum again. It is Brett, Brian, and Patter all fighting for the ball, along with Peter Simon. It ends up going and just quickly to get it out of there, Patter picks it up and just sends it forward, drops it right onto Tom Roach. Tom Roach is now trying to get it up with off the ground there with John Heron pulling on him. Oh, and John Heron just wrapped up Tom Roach. Tom Roach actually had a step on him and was making him play to the goal, and John Heron grabbed him. Now that is what, again, is what it's called an aggressive foul, and that was in the box. So this is what they call a penalty. When there's an aggressive foul inside the 21, then it is a one-on-one penalty shot for the fouled person. So it's just going to be one-on-one. And as he takes a shot, Kurt Weicker knocks it down. He has stopped that penalty shot, and he sent it out. Now Padar's got it back in his possession after the bounce. Oh, and Padar. So Tom Roach missed that score from up close when it was one-on-one. Padar picks it up after the block down, and then he puts it up into the corner of the net, and it is now 3-9 to 3-5, and City Water has gone from break even between the sides to up by 4 in just a very short period of time. Brett Johnson, Brad DeForest fighting for the ball. Brett kind of hit that on the ground, and it was picked up by Steve Hansen. Steve Hansen sends it forward, bounces it off of Kent Polson, picked up by Ryan O'Malley, and Ryan puts a big high ball in. He's trying to drop it on Tom Roach. Tom Roach takes a swipe at it over his head, and it goes out of bounds. This is a puck out to Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth, with Kurt Weicker, sends it forward. It goes up, bounces right out of Brian Delaney's hands, but no other Snaggletooth players there. Picked up by Brad DeForest, sends it back to Brian Delaney. Brian with a big swing. He does have a long puck, so he sends that out, but he sends it to nobody, and it's picked up by, I think that's John Herron over there. And then John sends it in. Here's another scoring opportunity. It's got Tom Hennigan picks it up across the goal. Brad DeForest had an arm in on him pretty deep, and I have to be honest, as the referee, this was a weak call. This was called as at the other end as a penalty, that it was an aggressive foul by Brad DeForest on Tom Hennigan. Now Tom doesn't even agree with this call, but the referee's going to stick with his call. It wasn't nearly as aggressive as John Herron's at the other end, but there was a stick in deep, and it appeared to the referee that Brad had an arm around him and was wrapping him up. Okay, so who's going to take this penalty shot for Snaggletooth? Now it's a 4-point game, so Brett Johnson is going to take the shot. He takes the shot, and it's knocked down by Steve Hansen. 2 penalty shots, and neither one of them went to the back of the goal. Steve Hansen knocks it outside, and then it is sent like a rocket. That kind of shot must have been from Stingray. Sends it forward to Doc Martin. Doc Martin, and that is a foul on. That was a foul on Ryan O'Malley on John Herron, but the referee let it play on because it was still advantage to Snaggletooth. Then the shot is taken. That looked like a shot by Stingray over on that side. Blocked down again, unfortunately for Snaggletooth. Back out to John Herron. John Herron picks it up, sends it in. That goes to Zachary Boyle. Zachary takes the shot, and he is stopped by Peter Simon, and he puts a pass forward, but it was not a very good pass. Was not able to be collected by Jesse, and then Kevin McDonald came back, picks it up with it. Then he sends it over to Ryan O'Malley. Ryan O'Malley with a nice scoop and a nice pass over. It was a little bit long, but there was no defender behind him, so Kevin McDonald, K-Mac's going to come away with it. He sends it forward to Brian Delaney. Brian Delaney back to Kevin McDonald. That probably should have been a shot taken by Brian Delaney, but it ends up coming back in too many ways. He fires it in, and it is stopped by Chris Wheaton with Tim Callahan there. It's a big scrum. Tom Roach, Tim Callahan, Doc Martin, and Kurt and Chris ends up with the ball and puts it out, saves that shot, and then it is knocked out of bounds. And the referee has blown the final whistle. The game is over. The final score, City Water 3-9 or 18 points, Snaggletooth 3-5 with 14 points. What a game it was. That was a terrific end to a terrific week. I'd like to take a quick second to thank Clark Chiropractic of Woodridge. Kevin Clark is our sponsor, and as well E&J Masonry. That is John Herron's company. This is Naperville Hurling Network signing off. Have a great week. We'll see you playing for week 4 in not this coming week. There's no hurling on June 4th, but the following week we will be at the fields. Until then, this is the Naperville Hurling Network signing off.